Never in our lifetimes have we been closer to a complete revolutionary fervor that gives promise of normalcy for the Middle East, and never have we been in more danger of seeing the entire region blow up. What am I referring to? And that is the war right now between Iran and Israel. The Iranian nation has lost all control of the Houthi terrorists, and they are themselves neutered. Their surrogates in the West Bank, Gaza, are neutered. They're gone as Hamas as a fighting force. The formidable, the terrifying Hezbollah cadres, they're inert. All of this chaos and all of this war will be for naught if Iran's theocracy emerges intact from this war, and its nuclear infrastructure can either be quickly rebuilt, or there are elements of it that have been missed, and maybe there is enough fissionable material, if not already, soon to make another bomb.
Welcome back to Expert Playback. Victor Davis Hanson just outlined something surreal. Iran's terror network is collapsing, but their nuclear program remains intact. That's the paradox. Israel's winning tactically, but could lose strategically. Hanson's not speaking from theory. He's watching history unfold in real time. The question isn't whether Iran's proxies are finished. It's whether we're about to hand them the ultimate consolation prize.
There is no more Syria. The Assad dynasty, the pro-Iranian Syria. It's in chaos, but whatever the chaos is, seems to be anti-Iranian. There is no Shia crescent, starting with Tehran all the way to the Mediterranean. Lebanon is free of Iranian influence, so is Syria. Iran itself, the formidable powerhouse of the Middle East that evoked terror all over, has no defenses. And now we've seen 5 days of war in which the Israelis have systematically dismantled all of the Iranian missile defenses. They have air defenses. They have dismantled the terrorist hierarchy. They have dismantled the people who were responsible for the nuclear program.
Here's what makes this moment unprecedented. Iran spent decades building this network. Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, Assad's Syria, all gone. Their air defenses, shredded. Their nuclear scientists, targeted. But here's the catch Hanson's highlighting. If even fragments of that nuclear program survive, none of this matters. Iran rebuilds. And next time, they're not just a regional power, they're a nuclear one. That's not strategy, that's an existential gamble.
The Iranians have sent over 400 ballistic missiles and drones into Israel, and 90% are stopped, but that 10% gets through. Should Israel continue, does it have the ability to nullify the entire nuclear program, which was the object of this war? Or must it rely on the bunker buster devices, bombs of the United States? And if the United States should try to go into these key nuclear facilities and blow them up with the ordnance and the aircraft that it has, which Israel lacks, will it be fighting an optional Middle East war, of which the MAGA doctrine says no more forever wars, no more intervention in the Middle East, no more ground troops? Or can Trump say, I'm not an isolationist, I'm a Jacksonian. I don't like forever wars, I don't like preemptive wars, I do not like the United States intervening anywhere in that godforsaken area. But if the war ends with the regime intact and a recoverable nuclear program, it won't just be back to square one, it will be a disaster. And people will make the necessary adjustments in the Middle East, and it won't be necessarily, well, Iran is still very weak. They've lost all their terrorist surrogates. They have no air defenses. They've lost their media. They've lost their commanding. It will be more like, my gosh, Iran survived everything that Israel and by association the United States threw at it. It's indestructible. And so we're at a critical cusp. Do you risk more danger by taking out and eliminating the nuclear threat for good, and by association humiliate the theocracy to the point it can be overthrown? Or do you play it safe and have negotiations and allow the regime and the remnants to survive?
Hanson's hitting the core dilemma, America's role in finishing what Israel started. Those bunker buster bombs aren't just military hardware. They're the difference between dismantling Iran's nuclear capability and watching it resurface stronger. With Trump back in office preaching no forever wars, will he make the exception that matters? Because if Iran's regime walks away with even a crippled nuclear program, Hanson's warning becomes prophecy. The Middle East doesn't reset, it explodes.
I think we're going to see things that we haven't seen in our lifetime in the Middle East, and it could turn out very bad, but it could also turn out to be quite revolutionary and remake the map of the entire region. You should have known that when I took out Soleimani in my first term, when I took out Baghdadi, when I took out the Wagner Group. I don't like to intervene, but when people threaten the United States and our deterrence is a matter of conjecture, I want to ensure that they understand the repercussion.
Victor Davis Hanson's analysis cuts to the bone. We're at history's crossroads. Iran's terror empire is in ruins, but their nuclear ambitions survive. Israel's done the heavy lifting. America holds the final piece. The stakes? Either a transformed Middle East or a nuclear-armed Iran with a grudge. What's your take on America's role? Drop your thoughts below and subscribe for insights every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button so more people see it. And if you want more sharp takes on global power plays, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.